What is up, Zelda fanatics? It's your boy HMK once again, and this is not a drill. Hey, if Nintendo wasn't going to show off new information on Breath of the Wild 2, looks like the leakers have to do the work for them. But it's not really that much of a leak, it's more of a patent that seemed to go under the radar but was brought to our attention thanks to Game Reactor, and it deals with gameplay aspects of Breath of the Wild 2. Certain things that we've seen before in the trailer, and certain other things that has me super duper hyped. So if you're down for that, be sure to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to HMK to stay on top of all the word and all the news going forward. Alright, let's dive directly into the noise. Now, the first patent that we see here deals with Link's ability in order to phase through a part of a building or a rock or anything that is above him. It fleshes out the aspect that in order for Link to appear up on the top of wherever he's, teleporting through, it has to have a stable ground with a little bit of leeway. If the ground is way too jagged, he will not be able to appear up on top of the new building. Neither will he be able to go inside of a building, kind of like that Lucas character from Boku no Hero. You guys know what I'm talking about. So that's a really cool perspective. It also shows off patents when it comes to Link's new reversal stasis ability. It's like a reverse time ability, but I call it reversal stasis because it kind of looks like stasis from Breath of the Wild 1. And it shows how a barrel can go from point A back to point Z. And we kind of already knew that because we saw the trailer and whatnot. But the big kicker, the big hyped aspect that got me super tantalized when it comes to a new gameplay aspect of Breath of the Wild 2, especially when it comes to the free falling in the new sky segments of the world, is that Link will be able to dive fall like you see in Skyward Sword and in Breath of the Wild 2, but he'll also be able to backwards fall. And I'm like, okay, whoa, it's something small, but it goes a long way. And the fact that he's able to high velocity fall according to this patent is really cool too. But I mean, it's kind of a given since we did that in Skyward Sword. But what's really cool about that is, of course, as we are in the air in Breath of the Wild 2, and just like in Breath of the Wild 1, we can aim our bow and arrow mid-air. And of course, that usually activates the Flurry Rush time slowdown motion, but it may not be the case in Breath of the Wild 2 unless you decide to activate a nerf button, because you'll be able to upward ready your bow and aim up as you're falling down in a backwards falling motion. Can you imagine the boss fights in the air when Link is like, all right, targeting, let's get it. And then he'll be able to downward aim with his bow. That's crazy. So you can fast fall, high velocity fall, and aim with your bow for a shower of arrows. Oh my god, I'm getting so hyped for this. I'm thinking about this, and I see how certain other games are able to replicate the fact that you can aim in mid-air, kind of like how Breath of the Wild did it, and then, they've done like the same thing with a little bit of extra flavors, but nothing like this. And this was like, bro, how did no one else think of this? I mean, of course, there are games that do this, but I like to see how Nintendo is gonna adapt this in Breath of the Wild 2. This got me ready. This got me hyped. Oh, just give it to me now, Nintendo. This automatically tells me, it screams boss fights in the air. And you're gonna have to get your Hawkeye energy going, because it looks like we're gonna have to aim for those markers in big new ways. Can you feel the hype? Let me know what you think about these leaks and these other aspects of gameplay thanks to these patents in the comment section below. So with that being said, be sure to like, share, subscribe to HMK for more, and until the next video, I will check you guys later.